I think Bud can beat Canelo. Like I said, I've been saying that I don't think size win fights. I think skills do. So, yeah, I think like being a southpaw with good movement and sharp boxing, it'd be hard for Canelo with that high guard to walk him down and load up on them big hooks. I think Bud will beat Canelo.
Kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford. He's
But in weight classes,
the most composed guy. What, you don't think he'll be prepared?
I think it's more important for Crawford than anybody, but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could.
Yeah, I know you said he could be the guy. What kind of a chance do you ultimately give him?
Many boxing experts believe Terence Crawford won't just challenge Canelo Alvarez, he'll finish him. With confidence in Crawford's speed, ring IQ, and power, several insiders are boldly predicting a ninth-round knockout of the Mexican star. This forecast has set the tone for what many expect could be one of the sport's most shocking upsets, capturing the attention of fans and analysts alike.
All right, we have to talk about this. Terence Crawford just tweeted, Canelo versus Crawford is definitely by far the biggest fight in boxing. This guy is not playing around. All right, Crawford, pound for pound #1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's gonna be at 168. Plus, I'm not gonna get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not gonna get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power, can beat up bigger guys. He's a special.
Crawford confidently claims that no opponent Canelo has faced matches his skill set, and that gives him the clear advantage. Speaking on the 4 Pound podcast, Crawford stated, I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach. I got the better boxing skills. All those guys you named aren't as skillful as me. The skill level is night and day. While acknowledging Canelo's power and size, Crawford argues his technical ability, footwork, ring IQ, and adaptability far outweigh any physical gaps. He believes he doesn't need a knockout to prove he's the more complete fighter come September 13th.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not.
Kovalev was older. He does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power. But all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see the fight?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always have respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Former sparring partner Coron Davis cautioned that size could be the deciding factor, noting that skill may not fully overcome the physical disparity. Abel Sanchez, former trainer of Gennady Golovkin, echoed that sentiment, warning that a 2-weight jump could be Crawford's downfall if Canelo lands his signature body shots. On the other hand, respected figures like Teddy Atlas and Shannon Briggs argue Crawford's superior ring intelligence could turn the tide. Atlas praised Crawford's adaptability and strategic awareness, calling him a level above.
Maybe he's a little overrated.
Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire, it's in his mind, it's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class, can he carry it, but those intangibles, I believe that he has them.
Teddy Atlas, while acknowledging Alvarez's impressive resume, suggested that Crawford is operating on another level. He pointed out that Canelo no longer looks as dominant as he once did, citing a decline in explosiveness and overall performance. In contrast, Crawford continues to showcase elite athleticism, speed, precision, and tactical depth, attributes that separate him from the pack and, in Atlas's view, could prove decisive.
All right, everyone. We are 1 week removed from Canelo Alvarez, the 168-pound King's title defense versus William Skull. Now that we've had a week to digest it, I just want to get your early thoughts. Las Vegas, Nevada, Legion Stadium, Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. Let's just hear your early thoughts and your preview for this mega fight.
Pretty much the same as it was a long time ago when they first announced this fight, and everybody thought I was crazy, which they often do. They thought I was whatever. Come on. I like Crawford. I like Crawford then, I like him now. I liked him before Canelo looked not so good in his last fight, obviously. I thought it was going to be... I just think Crawford's real special. I think Canelo's really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. I see it. The timing, the instinct, the eyes, the ability to be chilly cold, not just cold and calm, but chilly cold, where you can see things other people don't see and react to it. Just, I know he didn't have a great performance when he moved up to 154, but he was fighting a good fighter. He was fighting a guy that fought a very difficult style.
Former world champion Amir Khan, who fought Canelo in 2016 and has sparred with Crawford, offered his take on the looming showdown. Khan believes Crawford holds the edge in speed, ring IQ, and versatility. Canelo's got power and experience, no doubt, Khan said, but Crawford is the most complete fighter I've ever seen. Khan praised Crawford's ability to switch stances, manage distance, and adapt in real time. While Canelo is dangerous early, Khan sees Crawford's timing and precision as lethal weapons as the fight progresses, and potentially the keys to victory.
I fought them both. Like, what are the differences between them?
Canelo's strong and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't even hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you can see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So, look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting Canelo?
Renowned trainer Stephen "Breadman" Edwards broke down why he believes Crawford would come out on top against Canelo. Edwards emphasized Crawford's in-fight adjustments, calling his timing and control of distance unmatched. He doesn't have to outmuscle Canelo, Breadman explained. He just needs to outthink him, and he will. Edwards pointed to Canelo's historical struggles against mobile, cerebral opponents like Mayweather and Bivol. Crawford, he said, combines those traits with relentless conditioning and a killer instinct, making him a stylistic nightmare. I think Crawford stops him late, Edwards concluded.
Crawford's adjustments in fights are so underrated. He is a master adjuster. He finds something in every fight and just goes with it. That last fight, people talking about he struggled. You know what he found that last fight? A simple jab. He just started beating the guy up with a jab. He finds something in every fight. And he don't fight a lead, he's a fighter. Canelo, for as good as he is, he hasn't stopped anybody since 2021. That's 4 years. You know why? Because he gets a little tired and gets like a little bit complacent. He's a power puncher.
Stephen A. Smith believes Canelo Alvarez may be making a critical mistake by taking on Terence Crawford. He warns that Crawford's unique blend of speed, intelligence, and adaptability makes him an exceptionally dangerous opponent.
He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Paulo couldn't do it and lost fight number 2. Trained him for Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small. No doubt boxing skills are sublime. No doubt he's pound for pound one of the best on the planet Earth. Crawford is the real deal. The real deal. And him and Charlo is the fight I want to see. Him and Charlo is the right fight I want to see. But y'all gonna stop holding it against Charlo. When you hit somebody and you know you can't hurt them and they keep coming, what the hell are you supposed to do?
Jeff Mayweather, uncle and longtime trainer of Floyd Mayweather, has praised Crawford's technical brilliance, especially his switch hitting style, but also offered a word of caution. Speaking with Essentially Sports, Jeff emphasized that while Crawford is an elite technician with superior speed, ring IQ, and defensive awareness, the weight jump to super middleweight 2 divisions up is a serious challenge. He warned that Canelo's power, size, and experience could pose real problems if Crawford doesn't fight smart. In Jeff's view, Crawford may have the edge in skill, but the outcome will ultimately depend on strategic execution, not talent alone.
It's kind of tough, but if anybody can do it, I think it would be Terence Crawford. I mean, skill-wise, I give him, I think he's a better fighter than Canelo, but Canelo is also a great fighter but he owns that weight class that he's in. So I would just say that I think that Crawford has to fight almost a perfect fight to win, and take advantage of Canelo's mistakes.
Yeah, so we have, is it almost kind of a battle of, we have two guys, obviously the best, two of the best 3 or 4 boxers in the sport, regardless of weight class, but, which one is closer to the version of their prime, right? They're both getting older. I mean, they're both still, very, very good at this point, but, do you think maybe one of them it's time for them to start falling off, and that might be the difference in this fight, that one starts to trail off a little bit?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, both guys are aging, and you never know. You never know when they're going to show their age. So it could be either one of them that does that. But I mean, I just lean toward Crawford because I just think the dude has so many skills, and I mean, I just see that him possibly winning the fight by decision, but could also lose a close decision.
Canelo's recent showing against William Skull raised alarms among analysts. His offensive output was surprisingly low, landing just 152 punches over 12 rounds, one of the lowest totals recorded in such a fight. Observers noted his disrupted rhythm, sluggish footwork, and inability to cut off the ring effectively. Canelo's once dominant ring control appeared to falter, allowing Skull too much freedom. With a low-volume, reactive approach, questions have emerged about whether Canelo can still dictate the tempo in top-tier bouts. Against a fighter like Crawford, who excels at distance control and in-fight adjustments, such lapses could be costly. If Canelo struggles to maintain a consistent work rate or land meaningful counters, Crawford's speed, precision, and endurance could allow him to dominate the exchanges.
Joe was saying that one of Canelo's biggest strengths is his legs. It generates power and it helps with his punch resistance. Well, those legs are sliding and that power is diminishing. Canelo hasn't had a stoppage win now since he knocked out Plant in 2021. And yeah, he's dropped some of these guys, but he's not been able to step on the gas and finish them. He's not been able to go through the gears. His gas tank, you can put that into question as well. And Canelo Alvarez, come July, he's 35 years old. So he is, look, Canelo's been around so long, and his real prime was in his mid-20s. So we associate Canelo, mid-20s to early 30s. So we kind of associate Canelo with that. I don't want to say ever young, but he is still young, just not in the boxing sense. But he's been around so long, 20 years of pro, and he's been at world levels for probably 15 of those. You're going to expect some slippage. And I think in this fight, an opponent, it was very negative, yes, but an opponent who Canelo Alvarez of 5 years ago would have handled, and he did handle it, but you know what I mean, he probably would have put some damage on William Skull. He didn't do anything. He didn't look good. And William Skull played his part in that, it has to be said. As I said, you fight that negative, there's only so much you can really do, even if you're Canelo Alvarez, even if you are Alexander Usyk. If you've got a fighter who's just going into this fight with one mindset, I want to go 12 rounds. I'll give you an example, Naoya Inoue.
Former world champion Shane Mosley believes Terence Crawford would easily defeat even a stronger version of Errol Spence. Mosley pointed out that Spence looked depleted and stiff while cutting weight before their fight, but even at full strength, Spence's size-based style lacks the versatility to challenge Crawford's dynamic arsenal. Mosley highlighted Crawford's rhythm, movement, power, and ring intelligence as defining advantages. He recommended Spence move up in weight rather than seek a rematch, saying his traditional style simply isn't built to handle Crawford's modern, fluid boxing skill set.
I just think that Crawford has more rhythm, more movement, more stuff, and not just having more movement, more stuff. He has the power and everything just to be one of those great fighters. He has everything. And if you have Spence is not one-dimensional, but he's in that fight he was really one-dimensional, really stiff. And if they looked like they had really a lot of problems trying to get down to his weight, didn't have enough time to work on stuff they need to work on to, attack Crawford or to do anything to Crawford. And then when they got in the ring, he was so weak. Crawford dropping him with right jabs. We're like, dang, that bullet just dropping him.
As Crawford gears up for one of the biggest tests of his career, the guidance of boxing legend Andre Ward has become a vital asset. Known for his strategic brilliance and discipline, Ward is helping Crawford fine-tune both his physical preparation and mental game. Drawing on his own experience facing physically dominant opponents, Ward is assisting Crawford in crafting a game plan aimed at disrupting Canelo's rhythm and establishing control early. Together, they're building a strategy that focuses on imposing Crawford's pace and neutralizing Canelo's strengths.
Right. As you see, iron sharpening iron. Two legends, one retired, two-division undefeated Olympic gold medalist, first ballot Hall of Famer, Andre S.O.G. Ward, helping and training with three-division world champion, two-division undisputed world champion, and the reigning pound-for-pound king and future first ballot Hall of Famer, Terence Bud Crawford, as Terence Crawford is preparing to become a four-division world champion August 3rd when he faces off against WBA super welterweight, junior middleweight world champion Israel Madrimov, and the WBO title will be on the line as well. This is epic. There's shadow boxing. Terence Crawford in southpaw stance, as you see Andre Ward in the orthodox stance. Many people starting to speculate is on.
The matchup between Crawford and Canelo brings together two contrasting styles, Crawford with his cerebral precision and switch-hitting creativity, and Canelo with his raw power, grit, and championship pedigree. Yet, across the board, experts seem to agree if the fight is decided by movement, timing, and adaptability, Crawford has the edge. While Canelo remains a dangerous and experienced opponent, Crawford's superior skill set could tip the balance in his favor.
Going up and becoming undisputed against Canelo. Come on, man. I'm flying in the sunset, man. Thank you, boxing gods.
That would be it?
That would be it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing get for me. I didn't accomplish everything there is to accomplish in the sport of boxing. There's really nothing for me to accomplish right now. Like anything, it's about the money, man. It's about the money. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not, but the money and to beat Canelo, if that fight was ever to happen, come on, man. You better leave me alone. You better leave me alone, man. Call me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
TBC, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I've been thinking about. I don't know why. I was just like, man, the last few days I was like, man, I don't know if it's God talking to me or what, but that's a fight that if he wins, if Canelo wins, then yeah, I'm gonna try to pursue that.
I love that. I love that mentality. I do. I love it. I love it. Because that's where it's at. That's what makes all-time greats.
Yeah.
So who walks away victorious? Will Crawford's technical mastery and ring IQ be enough to dismantle Canelo's strength, composure, and experience? Or will Canelo's toughness and championship mettle prove too much for even the most gifted technician? The boxing world is watching, waiting for an answer.